Hi guys, I am Asif Ali and you're watching CGHOW video, and today I found this effect, this card morph effect in Twitter, and this is created in Blender and I instantly liked it, so I thought let's create this type of effect in Niagara. And he just wrote the full Blender, but I will just show you how to write one letter, then same way you can do with any letter or anything. Okay, so let's start this tutorial.
CGHOW. CGHOW.
First of all, subscribe my YouTube channel and also click on bell icon so you will receive all new video notification. So basically I have this empty project UE4 4.27 and I need a texture, so from Google I'll just take this texture. This is not free, so I will remove it from my project when I'll put my project on Patreon, so you can just use your own texture. I will remove this texture from my project when I give you on Patreon. So let's save this. This is just for learning purpose. I'll just save it on D drive, King of Hearts. Save. Here I will import that from D drive, and let me just click on Maya, so Maya will open because I need that shape. And I have this. Now right click and create a material, and in material I have this. Okay, so nothing to change here, just save it. Okay, and although you can do one thing, you can open this, and on planar both side, if you make this two side, both side the same, so you can take the two side sign and take the lerp, connect this. One side will be the same texture and the other side will be a base color, maybe like blue. So you will know that card has front and back. Okay, so now card has front and back. I can use that random in my particles. So save this, and now I need a mesh, so I quickly open Maya, and because this is CGHOW, so I'll just type the C, and you can type it from here, but let's create a basic shape from planar quickly. So I'll reduce these and I increase the width 24, then 24. Okay, and I'll just move these vertices here, then these two also here, and rotate this, and also these one. Okay, so you got this decent C shape, and I'll just use it. So nothing to do much here. Okay, let me just smooth this. Use a smooth, and I'll remove this center part, so I got this. Still I can like move this here, but let it be because this is not modeling tutorial. You can make your own shape better, I know. So let's just make the pivot center and move it to grid here, and freeze and export this to desktop SMC. Here I will import that from my desktop SMC, import, and I'll delete this Lambert, and let's use this material here. Okay, no, sorry, it's not for this. Okay, so we got this C, and now we will start the effect. So I'll create a Niagara fountain and text morph. Okay, now I'll use sprite render. You can use also mesh, and in this video I think maybe these are mesh because they have also thickness. You can see this card has thickness, so you can use mesh, but let's start it with sprite. So I'll use that material now. Here I'll remove all these things. Okay, and I'll just use this once and maybe 5, and life maybe 4 or 4.54, and then I'll spawn some particle maybe 100, and I got this. And here I don't need random rotation for now, and I can use this random. Okay, and one more thing, the size. And you cannot see the texture, so you can do quick thing in material. You just need to swap these, and because card is should not be a square, so what I'll do, I'll use this non-uniform 10 and 20, not 20, 15 I think. Okay, now it's better. Now first we need a stack of particles like this, stack of cards. So I will use a position. Select your emitter and take the position from here, drag it in the emitter spawn and break this. And here in sprite render, custom alignment, custom vector, facing vector, and now you can move these on any axis. So I will just multiply this one. Before multiply, I will add to offset, then I will multiply with execution, and now I can move these, but still these are not facing the Z. So take the align sprite to the mesh orientation and align on the Z. So now you got the stack of particle, and you can make the height what you want. And there's this black edge, never mind, you can change your texture. So we got what we wanted. Okay, so now these particles should move and create a C, and this stack is also placed on 0 axis. So I'll just move it little bit, maybe here on, and also little up, maybe here. So from here this particle will move to 0 and create a C. Okay, so for that what you can do, I'll not directly create the effect, I'll just explain how it works. So first I'll take a scratch pad and take the static mesh and take the random try coordinates and connect it directly here, and rename it my chord, anything that you remember, and make this a particle. So why I did this? So because I want triangles of the mesh of C on the spawn time, so I use that fix. Now I will use that same here because this node is random. If you will use it in update, it will randomly give you the triangle position every frame. I don't need that. So this thing, then here you can create one more, and again static mesh and try coordinates. You can type get try, you can just move and go to the static mesh, then get try position, and here you need your coordinates, so you can directly connect it here and rename it my code the same name and make it particle. So this will link to the spawn. Okay, now here if you directly connect it here, not directly, remove, if you take the position and then directly connect it here, your particle will snap to the new position, the C from here. So if I just hit apply and use the static mesh, you can see it's making that C, and C is very small. So let me just open Maya and scale it on a component level, and export it again, and here re-import it, save. So now it's bigger. Okay, so directly snapped it. So what I'll do, I'll make a lerp between two. So I'll take a lerp, this position is in A, and particle actual position, which is a stack of particle, is in B. Then C will be alpha. So let's connect it here, this C, and this is your transition. Let's rename this transition, or you can say morph anything, and then you will connect it here. Hit apply, and now if I make it 1, particle is a stack, and if I'm making it 0, it's making it C. But like our reference, 1 by 1 should go from up to here and make a shape. So what you can do, first I will clamp this value so it will not go from 0 to 1, not outside that. So clamp, then in the float I will add some value to offset, then multiply it with execution, same way we created the stack. So now here if I increase this value, you can see 1 by 1 going, but from the down. So you can do, here you created the stack with 23, you can make it minus 25, then I'll move it up, and now if I use this value, it will make it from upside, see, and I'll just make it little back here, and also I'll make this stack little longer, so it will look good. Okay, so now you can see the full value. So at 1 it is completely stacked, and when I'm decreasing the value at 0 it is completely C. So 1 to 0 curve, and just take this curve, and if I play, it's working. Now these are all same rotation, you want random rotation, but if you do random rotation here, it will be there on stack also, but I want my stack should be not rotated randomly, but particle when they are making C should be rotated like this. So what you can do, make this again unset, in update create a float, and this will be your this will be your sprite rotation. Hit enter, and if I increase, you can see it's rotating 360. So you can randomize it, of course, 360 minus 360, but this is the same thing we did here. So you can make a condition here. So this is your random, so I'll just copy this and multiply this random with a parameter. So this is 0, so there is no rotation. This is 1, there is rotation. So here I will make distance, normalize distance range from initial position means the stack to the particle position means the C, and let's try maybe 200. And now particles are rotated randomly, and initially they are just a stack. Let me just move it here. So we have successfully created this. And if you want some particle to rotate flipped, you can do one thing in material. So I want a switch. So if I take the same thing, copy and paste, and although you can, I think you can rotate it here. If I make it -1, yeah. So by this node you can make it blue, so you can randomize it. First I will break this, and then I will randomize it A or B. So 1 -1, and this will be percentage. So I want 90% should be, not 80% should be the king, and then some percentage is blue. Or you can do one more thing, just remove this. Instead of this blue color, you can take the particle color. So you can randomize the color also. So here I will use maybe blue, and then I will randomize it. I just use the hue, and now you can see you have different type of back. So this was very easy and looks pretty cool. I'll just create maybe more shapes here, and then I'll change the texture and put it on my Patreon, and you can, I hope, now create this effect. So let's put this effect in viewport. So I'll take this one, remove these text, this thing, put it here on 0, and I'll move this little down, and okay, so let's make this infinite. And there's issue, these particles are intersecting each other, see. To fix that, because these are all going to the same position, you can do one thing here in this module, because this is your C position, your mesh position. So what I can do here, I can add, make it vector, and create here to offset. So we got this, and I can move C up and down or anywhere. So I can just randomize this on Z 0 to 5 maybe, so there will not be intersection, because there will be a thickness of C. And one more thing you can do, which is, if I go to this position and copy this whole thing and add and then paste it here, so this will move this stack together. So I will make this a user parameter, and the position I'll say stack position, and copy this, and here in viewport let's make anything like a sphere. Let's put it 0 and make the size 0 also. So now in blueprint I'll take the reference of that sphere, and also my effect text morph, take the reference and set Niagara variable vector 3, paste the same name, then get the position, the location of your sphere connected here on tick. So now if I simulate this and select my sphere, and because this is okay, nothing is happening now, let me turn this off, let me check. So by this I can move this, yeah, I can move, and it's still working. Stack position, save. Okay, let me check the blueprint again. Sphere, getting location, stack position, text. This should work. So simulate. It's not moving position anywhere. User dot, although it's not required, but let me try because it's not working and it should work. Okay, let me just make the size of this sphere maybe 0.1 or 0.2 and then play. Why it's not working? Oh, you need to make your sphere movable. My fault. I'll save the map. It should work now. Yeah, it's working. But it's not working in real time because you got this position in your spawn. If I move this here and let me see if it's working now. Yeah, it's working in real time. And one more thing, in this video, this B, any letter, not creating all together, but it's writing it. But in my effect, it's not happening. And let me just move it here again. And how to do that? So what you can do, two things you can do, like you are taking this my code. Instead of this, you can take vertex and you can now connect it here. This is your vertex and you can use this position, save. And because in my mesh you have total 18 vertices, so you can use that value here. So for right now your vertex is 0 and you can definitely move it to any vertex, so you can see. Okay, and you can multiply it, execution index, and because you have 18 vertex, so I'll type 17 because 0 plus 17 is 18. So now it's writing, but there is an issue because I took the vertex, it's making a bunch of card on each vertex. I want that random, so you can do that also. I'll remove this vertex, I'll use this same thing, remove this, but I'll not use this my code. I'll remove this and I'll directly connect it here, so it will make an input code, hit apply, and now you got this, fix it, this code, and this is integer. You need to break this split. Actually, you need to split this. Now you will get the index. Now you can multiply and execution index and check your mesh. You got 16 triangles, so I will type 15 here and we are done. And it's repeating again and again, so to fix this, I think I will copy this and add, then paste this, and this will be your offset. So it's doing again and again. Make it, oh, not add, actually you need to I think decrease this value. No. Let me check what is wrong. It's doing 4 times. First you need to reduce your particles. To make us see, maybe 30 particles is enough. Then I'll reduce this stack height. Move it down here. And still we got some problems. How many triangles we got? 16. Okay. 16. If I make this 16, it's just going on. Okay, so this value is transition, which is going on normalized age, and age is 4. Okay, this should work actually. Multiply execution 15. So let me just reset this and split this again and multiply execution index 15. This key, what is this key for? Oh, I duplicate accidentally this spawn burst. It's actually repeating. I can fix it by just reducing this life, and also I will not reducing life, let's make it 4 again, and here this curve I will make this at 0.50. This is let me rename these. Oops, this is your offset and this is your transition. Transition is Okay, here's the thing you need to change. So I will change this to 0.1, 0.5, 0.3. See, it's just repeating one time. It's just, yeah. So this value 0.1, and maybe if I increase this, maybe 2, what will happen? 3. Okay. Yeah, so this value is changing that, and you need to just put the 15 here and then play with this. So I'm just multiplying it with, if I just multiplying with 1, so this is, I'll just reset this for now. I'll just reset this curve, and you got this, not this whole thing, just the curve. So you got this value, right? So from 1 it is fully stack. If I divide here, divide integer execution index with 15, 16, now it's working. So this is tricky. I had to divide my triangles of mesh by 2, and then these are the values that working. So this is tricky. You can, so value is 1 to 0. Let's make this curve again, and this is working fine. At 0.6 I make it minus 0.4, so they will be hold. So now here we have perfect. Okay, so offset has gone, so this is my offset 0 to 5. Now we got the full effect. So I think nothing is left now. We have successfully created our effect, and you can change your text. Okay, so that's it for now, and thanks for watching. Keep learning, and bye bye.